explain the situation in tonight's episode. Listen in if you can. It will hopefully explain everything. Mac. Hello there, ladies, folks, and gentlemen. Did I just steal his catchphrase? Weird. Anywho, welcome to episode 18.3 of Masks of Nyarlathotep. We'll be, going to see, how Clara Manning deals with the Derbyshire Horror in today's episode, but, for now, I'm curious. I found Vitus is still able to communicate on the Twitter, which makes me think he's escaped. By the way, at vitusvarnus, if you're curious. But, I think I've got a solution. You see, I think he was put into a holding cell somewhere. It's like trapped in the second computer we use that is in K2 to interact with you guys. And I can't be certain, but I think if we can just pull him out of there using a bit of an old-fashioned method and hooking up K2 to it, we should be good. It's gonna prove tricky, though. I'm gonna need some fancy materials to pull it off, but, Vitus, the important thing is this. Just stay on the account, okay? We'll get you out of there, buddy, and you can give all the answers and everything that happened to you. Alright. Good, laddie. Oh, he responded. And he might have missed everything I just said. So, this is how he feels. Well, I hope it gets a rebroadcast. Alright, this is a podcast. I don't think I've ever been properly explained what the podcast is. I've just always assumed it was a regular old radio show. Jeez, now I'm gonna have to look into that. Hang tight, listeners. I'll talk to you later.
Arriving to Lesser Edale is a bit of a journey. There's a train that'll get you up to Derby, and then from Derby to Edale, but getting to Lesser Edale takes a little while longer. The only real way to get there is to really hike. And in the hill, and it's a very hilly countryside, even partially mountainous at parts. Sky continues to be gray. There's not a lot of sun left, but you're making your time as quick as you can. What do you kind of think as you're on this hike?
Just, dear God, I hope I'm going in the right direction. I hope things are okay when I get there. It's quiet. I'm lonely. I don't like being on my own.
You keep your march going. And again, it takes a bit of a while to actually get there. But eventually, you're able to arrive to Lesser Edale. And, there's like a winding little road you follow that pulls you in through town. You walk past a farm and head your way down the slope towards the middle of town. There's a pond over there. There's towards the east, you see this castle overlooking the town. There's this there's just this atmosphere of sort of this oppressive atmosphere that's kind of over here. And as the night is beginning to fall, you can hear dogs howl off in the distance. Mm-hmm.
Do they sound like normal dogs, or do they sound like those god-awful hound things?
Perfectly normal dogs.
Fair enough.
Eventually, you pull into town, and Well, there's a small pub you could go to. The Slaughtered
Ah, yeah.
Lamb. It's got this wolf head on a pike standing overlooking a moon. It looks lively. It appears to be where everybody is.
Hmm. Yeah, like a good place to to start. In there.
The door swings open with like a creak as you open it up. And the bar is very much lively. It has this like there's just a bunch of people. There's like a dude playing a piano over in the corner, some old men playing chess, some others are playing darts. This woman at the bar, the local the local preacher is here. There's this one guy at the bar with a shotgun slinged over his back as he's like sitting there drinking. And as you're as you're looking around more, there's also this like little like part of the wall that has like a little leaf insignia like painted on there with two candles sitting by it melting. What do you do?
Hmm. Well, I'm immediately curious and nosy about the insignia on the wall. I'm gonna go and have a closer look if nobody stops me.
Nobody stops you, but everybody turns and looks at you with like, who the fuck is this person? And like the
Aw.
the jovial atmosphere just kind of stops.
Hi.
Awkward pause. The bartender just officially goes, "Oh, forgive them. Pardon me, miss. These locals are just superstitious. Don't worry about it. I just would prefer if you kept away from that thing."
Uh, uh sure. I won't mess with it. But what is it?
Uh, she gestures you to come towards the bar.
Okay. To the bar.
What do you have?
Uh,
Well,
I don't know. This is the part where she would normally go, "Oh, I'll have whatever Lewis is having, whatever Professor Demir is having," and neither of them are here. It's just
hmm.
shrug.
Pours you a pint of some sort of generic beer that they have here and just passes it to you.
Oh,
This will warm you up.
oh. Thanks. Thank you.
Now, you wanted to know what that is.
Yes, please.
That's a little protection symbol that was found here. Built into an old druidic building, this bar was.
Wow. Really?
Well, yes, yes, we kept that thing there because at first we thought it was an interesting thing, brought in the tourists, and then we realized that, well, it might actually be doing something, especially right now. The guy with the shotgun who's sitting at the bar just goes, damn straight, we'll get that thing when it comes by."
Uh, thing, sir? What
Yeah,
thing
the
is that?
black dog of Edale, it's coming for her.
Uh,
Why you think I carry this shotgun on me back?
probably
Oh,
wise. I oh
stop bothering her, Chester. Seriously.
no,
You need
he's
that?
he's he's fine. It's
He doesn't carry that gun because of the dog.
why does he carry the gun?
He works for, was it Henson Manufacturing? He's a security guard there. Top
Ah,
secret
okay.
stuff, British government nonsense.
Oh,
Eh, But it's been handy. Shot a couple of things wrestling in the bushes.
Yeah.
Besides, you don't really have to worry about that thing. Uh, the look, the constable shot that thing. Shot that thing about 2 weeks ago.
You did?
Oh yeah, dog's dead. There's nothing to worry about. Do
Huh.
you trust that claim?
Not even slightly.
Please give me a psych roll.
I will. Oh, my day at last. No, no.
Want to spend some points?
I do actually want to spend some points this time. I'm gonna get over my aversion to spending luck.
You notice that's what you're told to believe. That's what she's told to believe. But both she and the guy with the shotgun, Chester, as you've come to learn his name, both do not think that this is what actually happened.
And if this thing is the same as the thing that we saw, there's no way they got rid of it just by shooting at it like normal. It took us ages.
Eh, Speaking of Constable Tumwell, where the hell is he? Preacher pipes up over from the corner. Oh, he's just heading down for the. He's just heading up to Derby proper, taking a moment to send in his report to the rest of the police officers. Of course, the father knows where everything is in town. Just keep just keeps drinking. I think he's like even smoking a cigarette that like you see like the in the ashtray just there. He's had a long day at work, Chester. So, bar's continuing as usual. The same bubbly atmosphere kind of resumes. They've kind of grown to accept you a little bit more because they realize you're just some dumb American tourist. It's fine. You're not going to cause any trouble.
Yeah, they say that now.
Yep. They say it now, but they don't know.
No.
Uh, is there anybody you'd like to particularly talk to, or
Uh, yeah, actually, I would like to talk to Chester, the shotgun.
yeah, the shotgun guy? Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. What is it, Pet?
Jeez. Actually,
Mm-hmm.
the whole reason I'm here has to do, I think, with this here black dog you're talking about.
And then everybody stops again once they hear you mention that. Guy
I'm
throws a
not even
dart.
talking that loudly.
I know, but the moment somebody mentions the dog, I missed. I never miss. Don't don't tell me you're one of those tourists looking for a story to write a novel or something.
No?
Look, it's fine. The dog is looky here. The 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 black dog is not that big of a thing. It only appears every now and again. Look, what do you know about it?
She's gonna kind of, on account of the fact that everybody in this bar seems to eavesdrop like nobody's business, she kind of like shuffles herself a little bit closer
Mm-hmm.
and says quite quietly, I've seen one. Actually.
Well, then, that changes things.
Hmm.
All right, let me tell you our case then. Every couple of nights, somewhere near a full moon, comes this creature. It meanders about the local landscape till eventually it it kills some sheep, maybe kills a dog. Honestly, we're not quite sure about like all the things it's done, but well, uh, there is someone who got attacked by it.
Go
Who
on.
was it? Who was it? Sorry, gotta remember the name. Oh yeah, that was it. Yeah, the Reverend. Yeah, he was attacked by the dog a few weeks ago. Again, we've lost like 5 people to this thing.
Gosh.
Yeah.
Is he all right? Did he survive?
Oh, you kidding me? He's right over there. Hello.
Hi.
Look. He's a fine gentleman, but he's a bit of the town snoop, I mean, everybody tells him everything.
Hmm.
You just got to be sure that you make it clear you're not interested in like writing a book or nothing. That your pursuits are more noble of some kind.
Yeah, no, I have it on good authority from a very, very dear friend of mine that I cannot write worth damn, sir. So no risk of that.
All right. Just one other thing. Look,
Hmm?
look, we're just gonna be doing like some regular hunts of this thing coming up soon. The men of the town are probably gonna go gather their guns and go see if they can kill this thing.
Uh-huh.
I think we're doing that in 2 days' time. It's a bit up in the air.
Hmm.
Now, I can't vouch for a lady joining us, but if you'll just happen to be present, no one will stop you.
Think I might have to take you up on that.
Fair deal.
Thank you.
He goes back to his. You wish to speak to the father or
Yes.
the reverend?
Yep.
Yeah, you walk over to him. He's got a very, sort of nice. He's got like a nice looking man as well. He's just. Let me see. I actually have a photo of him. Reverend
Hmm.
Stratton. There he is. Do. There he is. Reverend Jeremy Stratton.
Hmm.
Ah, yes. How can I help? How can I help you, young miss?
Hi. Evening. Hello. Uh, listen. I've been kind of making my way from table to table in this pub, and I wonder if it's not too forward or a strange question. I wanted to talk to you a little bit about the kind of lowers her voice again because God help her if everything goes quiet. Just want to talk about the dog if I can.
The dog.
Mm, and I'm
Again,
not writing a book.
all right. Why do you want to know it, though?
All right, if it helps my case any, I'm actually part of a group, a trust, if you
Uh,
like.
you're one of those, researcher types.
Yes, that's it.
Then, I've got no problem then.
It's good. Glad to hear it.
Well,
What can you tell me?
I actually wrote it down. Uh, I've been working on a letter. I was planning on sending it to a dear to my dear brother. Actually, here, this'll work for you.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Heavy mist, right? If you don't mind me saying so, you got lucky.
I did. Unfortunately, 5 people have died already from this thing. Just thank God. Hopefully, with this vile demon has finally been executed. I just hope the constable has actually managed to kill the thing.
I would hope that, but also wouldn't hold out too much hope on that front. So
We haven't seen it yet. Still a
Okay.
hope. Though we do occasionally hear its cries. I live in the church, you see, and well, coming from the east, I can just hear its howls.
You sure it's that and not regular ordinary wolves?
These howls sound more desperate, like it's been wounded or something.
Ah. And you say the
Uh,
constable managed to shoot the thing.
that's what he said, anyway. I got 2
Ah.
witnesses to it as well.
Uh-huh.
This little farmer pipes up in the corner, sorry, not farmer, a shepherd, and he just goes, seems to be that it would appear that that dog was too small. Too small. Didn't look like the big old wolf the others were talking about.
Oh.
I don't buy it, not for a moment. But he did shoot something, so maybe one of its pups. I got no idea.
God help us if it has puppies. Ugh, the fully grown ones are bad enough.
Ugh. Why? What do you think it is?
Ah. Well, I mean, it's just between me. I don't so much think as, well, no,
Hmm.
rather intimately, actually.
As in, you've seen one of them before. Is that what I overheard correctly?
As in, I've seen one and attacked me and a friend of mine, ours, associate, friend, yeah,
Hmm.
yeah.
If you need a place to stay, you can stay in the church. We have a bedroom for these purposes, but I'd keep. But I'd stay in places like this with lots of people or very secure.
I definitely would appreciate a room. I didn't really. This wasn't a planned leg of the journey at all. This is more of a detour. I normally we travel as a group, you see.
What brings you out alone?
Well, we all had to go in separate directions. See, there were a lot of leads all at once, and it would have taken far, far too long if we'd have gone round in a big circle across this country. So we split off. We're hopefully going to meet up again soon.
Other dogs, you think?
Uh, sure. At least one. Some of the other stories were a bit
Hmm.
different.
Well, best you stay close for the night.
I will. I will do. Thank you. Thanks very much.
Any last minute things you want to handle, or do you just
This
want to piss the night away?
hold on before I piss the night away. This here leafy symbol on the wall.
Yeah.
To Clara's semi-trained eyes, does it look anything like the symbol on Professor Demire's fez?
Oh,
Or is
it's
it a different
exactly
leaf?
the same.
Hey!
It's the same symbol, all right.
Cool. That makes her feel better. She knows that thing has power.
Hmm?
Hmm.
Well, it would appear that now might be a good time to get some rest. Or to
Yeah.
piss the night away and then go get some sleep.
Oh, why not? Have another couple of drinks. Place seems relatively
Just
friendly.
roll
But
Constitution, just so I can know if you pass out.
it's oh dear. What was the first thing she did when she was unsupervised for the first time in months? She went on a bender. And that fails by 3.
You wake up in the church the next morning, no clue how you got there. You remember, just having a good time. I think you played that bastard in darts at one point, and you somehow won. Uh,
Nice.
how
Nice.
how early is it? You kind of stumble towards the window, and it's 5 o'clock in the morning. Jesus,
I never
like
get up this early.
the night's still there, and off in the distance you can just hear this sort of mixture of blood curdling growl and desperate howl off in the distance towards the east.
Oof. Okay, well, going back to bed no longer feels like such a fun option, so she's gonna put her glasses back on and have a good look out the window and see if she can moving.
Mm, yeah. Heading towards the east is up a giant, sort of fuck off mountain, right?
Right?
This is, what is it? I believe there is actually a name of this mountain if you're curious. It is, yes, Mam Tor.
Uh-huh.
And climbing up this, that's where this castle is nestled upon the top. It's this big, intimidating manor.
Ooh.
There's also all these caves in the side of the mountain. Or the hill, really.
Mm-hmm.
Do you keep going? Or do you try to ask around?
I think yeah, ask around first, and if nobody says anything particularly interesting or specifically says don't go there, I'm gonna go there.
There's a shepherd up early, tending to his flock you could talk to.
Hmm.
Miss, yeah, you were at the pub last night, right?
Yes, I was.
No, yeah, you're that one. Yeah. Oh, you almost threw a dart square into somebody's face by accident. Glad you paid the
Oh.
£5 just to be sure. That was a
Oh
good
no.
time. Miss Manning, right?
Say again. Sorry.
Miss Manning, right?
Yeah, that's me, Clara.
Yeah,
Call me
yeah,
Clara.
Oh, Clara. So, yeah, so what brings you out here? What are you
Ah,
looking for?
well, I'm on a bit of a case, actually.
Oh, say no more. You heard the noise too, then.
I did. Coming from over
Uh,
there.
oh, yeah. Yeah, that thing, mills about the veins land all the time.
The what now?
Oh, the Vane family, Vane.
Oh,
Yeah, this is their land. It's kind of a public commons for people's sheep. They let our sheep graze here all the time.
that's nice. So
Oh
it's
yeah.
not prohibited or anything.
Oh no, no, it's not prohibited at all. Just they still live in the manor,
Ah,
lords and nobility and all that.
mm-hmm.
They don't really mess with us common folk.
Mm. Do you reckon they know much about what's been going on around here?
Oh, they often take vacations off to other places around the island. They've been here since I want to say since last November. It was the end of their last trip somewhere else. Fine people, if you can talk to them at all.
Hmm. Might that might be a good call. I've got time to kill before the hunt that I've been not invited to.
Oh, you were bragging about it last night. Yeah,
Was
everybody
I?
was. No, everybody was pissed. It's fine.
Wow. I hope I didn't say anything too embarrassing.
No, you just kind of cried at one point about how much you miss Jack or something. Who is your boyo anyway?
Oh, he's he's just somebody who he's a detective. He lives in Boston. He's a good
Ah,
guy.
you Yanks always sticking together.
Well,
I kid ya, I
you know,
kid ya.
he was working, I was working. We got along.
Mm.
Anyway, so
I bet you be going now if you're gonna go talk to him. Who knows what they
mm,
got planned?
hope they're taking visitors. Looks like a hell of a walk just to be told go away.
Hey, can you make an int check for me?
I can. What have I missed? Nah.
I'm not gonna point it out to you.
Aw.
Your only pointer is think about the name. As you climb up the hill, it gets steeper and steeper, but you eventually reach the top of the manor, and you get there, and it's pretty big. It's surprisingly huge. And as you arrive at the giant oak front doors, how are you gonna how you gonna go in there? It's okay, Clara. I really didn't expect you to actually catch up on this because this is such a minor detail. You would easily glimpse it over.
Oh, don't get me wrong. I'm gonna go back and comb through all the handouts and then, like, in a minute. But how am
It,
I gonna
it,
approach this?
it it's something from all the way back in New York.
Ah, screw that. Who has time? Uh, how am I gonna approach this? Boldly and with a confidence I don't quite feel. I'm gonna knock on this door.
Go for it. You knock on the door like there's like a door knocker there, and boom, boom, boom,
Whoa.
and this door opens up, and behind it is Lord. It was like this butler, and he goes, "Yes, can I help you, ma'am?"
Uh, Hi, good morning. I I'm wondering if I could possibly talk to somebody here.
Are you wishing to seek counsel with Lord Vane, or are you one of Lawrence's companions?
I haven't got an earthly clue who Lawrence is, so I guess I'm talking to Lord Vane, please.
Yes, what do you want with him?
I'm just kind of here for investigative purposes. Nothing bad. Nothing bad. This is very much a friendly thing. I'm not looking to stir up trouble or anything like that. This is just
Off in the corner. What is it, Jeffrey? Yes, what? Come over here. Oh, hello, an American. We don't get these out here that often. Oh, please, please. Lawrence, come down here. You must see that we have a guest. Do set the table. Bring up the tea. Oh, pleased to meet you, ma'am. Lord Arthur Vane.
sorry. Oh yeah, nice to meet you, sir. My name's Clara Manning. Uh, Hi.
Ah, yes, pleased to meet you, Miss Manning. Tell me, what news do you bring from America? What brings you to our small part of our humble island?
Uh, Nothing huge. I'm chasing up a lead. So just
Ah, are you looking into that black dog nonsense?
that's exactly what I'm looking into. Yes.
It's probably just some wolf, but come on in, come on in. You enter into
Thank
this
you.
grand hall, and it's like big, and again, it's really this ornate thing, and it's just kind of amazing to see what like things are just in this. Welcome to Plum Castle. Uh, please take a look around whenever you have the chance. But please, we'll be setting up in the dining room in the back in a moment, just to give you some tea and some food. Come, come, we have visitors. And so, yes, you're looking into the wolf, yes?
Uh, yes. If it's in fact a wolf, I have my doubts. So
Oh, please, not one of those werewolf malarkey. It's fine. Look, people just keep saying that they see weird things because it's a full moon. Look, the moon does things to people. Oh,
repeat that.
the moon just does things to people, you know?
Hmm, I mean, arguably,
No, no. One time, right? I'm out at my vacation home in the Nays, right? When
right?
I was out, just out with my daughter and my son, and then we proceeded to see these lunatics just out and about in front of some poor man's house. Uh, Absolutely, just like raving mad, holding a ritual under like was it the full moon? I want to say it was the full moon, but I don't think that's the case. And he starts sitting there. He's just kind of thinking to himself, and he's pausing. Must be why they call them lunatics. Anyway,
I mean, they might not have been mad at all. They might have had perfectly rational reasons for doing what they were doing.
down comes this very young woman. She is about 18, I want to say, 19, and she's coming down, and she is dressed like like a modern flapper, very American, actually, to some extent in terms of her fashion choices.
Yay!
Ugh. Eloise, what have I told you about that rag? Ugh. Father, it is a truly splendid gown, and I will keep wearing it anyway. As you will. Can you tell me if when we saw those men out in the naves, was it a new moon or a full moon? It was a new moon, definitely a new moon. Ah, yes, yes, quite. Yes, this is my daughter, Miss Eloise Vane.
Ah, hi. Nice to meet you.
Pleasure is mine, madam. Tell me, have they put on the tea yet? Yes, it should be on by now. Excellent, father. And she goes off to the back room. So come, Miss Manning, come. Let us sit down and discuss.
Ah,
You know,
thanks.
I
That'd
have
be.
I have extended family in America.
You do?
Oh yes, the Carlisle family. Poor shame what happened to
Oh
young
yeah.
Roger.
Ah, indeed.
And
Horrible.
and this is when I'm going to ask for that int check with advantage.
Ding, 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 ding.
Is it starting to click?
It is starting to click.
If you can tell me what it is, no need for the int check.
That's much better. I don't fully remember, but I'm like, yeah, I know where this is going, and that passes anyway, so I haven't got to break my brain.
Roger Carlyle's middle name was Vane. Like he had a
Oh
double last
yeah.
name.
Ah, you said
So
it was a
these are
small thing.
it was a very small detail that would be super easy to miss if you didn't think about it. But
Ah,
yeah, Roger Carlyle has a connection with British nobility, it turns out.
so you do.
Yes. You gather around, you're sitting for tea and, whatever you have in the morning. And and they're just so excited to have like some guest up at the castle that they weren't expecting. Like this is like apparently a big deal to them.
Aw,
Yes, we rarely get visitors out here. So, are you here doing research as well? One of my son has some gathers interesting rumors about the town from the town below.
oh. I mean, it's research of a sort. Yeah, I suppose you could say that's exactly what I'm doing. Is your son around?
Enter Lawrence. Uh, Lawrence, I tell you for the 1,000th time, stop dressing like a commoner. No, Dad, it's fashionable right now. Besides, I just want to talk to people down below. What's so wrong with that? It's everything. We are better than them. Have you heard what they're demanding? They demand that they should be able to vote for Parliament. Are these people mad? Only the nobility should be able to vote. Only people who own land should vote for Parliament, not all adults. Do forgive me.
Anyway,
Lawrence and Eloise are made distinctly uncomfortable by those comments.
I'm gonna give them a look that hopefully conveys that I very much disagree with everything he said, and I'm actually on their side.
Then again, it's like they Eloise kind of whispers to Lawrence, going, "American, American." It's like because like right now you would be riding just off of the women just got the right to vote a few years back,
Yeah.
so they're like, okay, yeah, she's probably on our side.
Mm-hmm.
But here's the thing: right now, Britain, uh, landowning adults, landowning men are the only people who can vote for Parliament right now. It's not until
Ah.
1928 can just most men and some women be able to vote.
Hmm.
Anyhow, are you looking
Yep.
into the history of our noble line in this area, seeing if it might come up with an interesting history?
Well, actually, while I'm here, that might not be a bad call at all.
Ah, yes. Well, you see, long ago, and he proceeds to tell you the tale of the Vane family. It's this story of how they were given the title, like they were given the title of lord, they got the nobility somewhere around the reign of Charles II. But
Mm-hmm.
for whatever reason, no one's quite sure what the family had to do to get the title. But for whatever reason, Charles liked them enough, so they got it. The family had half of its branch go to America and go into the New World, trying to see if they can make some business opportunities then, which would eventually become the Carlisle family. And
Mm-hmm.
the Vane family continues to own this castle, and this castle is old, like centuries upon centuries. It's only been renovated to make it a bit more modernly, more of a pleasing modern thing, but that
Mm-hmm.
has taken a while to get here.
Whew, these walls could talk.
Oh, yes. But we try to spend some time in other locations, and well, ever since their mother died, it's been particularly difficult.
Sorry, I'm sorry to hear. What,
Hmm.
if I can ask, what happened?
Eloise kind of pipes up. It, she fell ill. Yes, Lawrence pipes up. The Spanish flu took her.
Oh, it's dreadful. I'm sorry.
Uh, yeah, it truly is a horrible turn of events befell
Hmm.
her. It was truly a horrifying night. Uh,
Beg your pardon. How so?
oh, well, it's one of those things where the doctors admitted that there was no chance of survival, and well, we all had to say our goodbyes. We had to. Eloise just continues to think. We had to put her in the graveyard. I still go there quite frequently to the uh, the Vane crypt every now and again, right near the church. Clara, are any alarm bells ringing?
They should be. They should be.
I don't know. I could just be asking you that question to fuck with you.
You could be, but having warned you that my brain isn't working, that would be really, really mean of you now, wouldn't it?
It would. Anything of
But
this
you'd do
story
it
doesn't
anyway.
quite add up
You're
to you,
evil.
or any odd details that stand out to you. Bounce
Just,
off
it
of me. You don't really
feels.
have others to talk with right now, so
I will bounce off you. It feels like, I mean, the fact that it was described as horrific and then, oh, she died of influenza, that's a bit. I mean, it's bad. It's sad. It's tragic. It's not a horrifying way to die.
make a
That's what sticks out
psychology
at me.
check.
I really need to stop boosting this psychology skill any way I can. Very, very low. It's at an 11 for everyone who doesn't know. Fuck.
Would you like to use psychometry to get a feel of the room?
I was gonna ask, what are the vibes in this building?
Go for it.
Yes, I would. Maybe 2 whole magic points down, but that's not gonna stop me. That is 2 points off of an extreme success. Do I need an
One
extreme
d.
success?
Nope, normal will do it. 1d6 plus 4.
Yep, that's it.
You kind of zone out as Arthur kind of continues to talk about some pointless little bit of trivia about the family's history. When eventually you realize, like as you're like entering the recesses of your mind, getting a feel for the room, you just hear this sort of conversation between Lawrence and Arthur kind of play out, but you don't really have the context or what's visually happening. Quick, hurry, Lawrence, get her in. What is happening? What's going on? She is not looking well, not in the slightest. Oh my God! Yes, it's quite bad. Is that fur? Yes, I believe so. Oh my! Quick, get her to the dungeon. Lock her in there and make sure she's okay. We will make sure that we can get a doctor in privately as quickly as we can. On it. And end scene. We're doing my favorite thing from was it Return of the Obra Dinn, where you just have some bits of a conversation, but you have no idea who's speaking.
Uh-huh.
Yep.
But there's a dungeon, and I was given pretty much an open invitation to explore the whole building.
Hmm.
Hmm.
You might ask to look around.
So, thanks very much for this tea. It's lovely. Say, would you mind awfully if I took a look around? I've not really seen many castles living where I live, and
Oh, yes. Feel free to look around. Just take your time. But we do have guests coming over in a few hours, so I would prefer it if you leave before then.
of course, I shouldn't be that long. Thanks a lot.
Oh, you're welcome. So you're gonna go into the cellar.
Yeah, downstairs we go.
Getting into the cellar is a little bit of work, but you find like this old, like, wine cellar that leads to those stairs down there. So that's not going to work because that's a walled off area. So you go to the other side and you find, well, it seems to be like, like a storage closet, a cold room. You go into that long room and it's like a storage for like, parts or
Hmm.
whatnot. Then there's like a boiler room down here, but no sign of the dungeon.
Huh. Any any hidden doors, hidden entrances, trap doors, like that?
Spot hidden check.
I mean, the last time I asked somebody if they had a basement and they told me no, it all went horribly wrong. I'm gonna go about this a little bit more subtly, I think. Yeah, it's good. That's an extreme success, actually.
Meandering around the house, you're able to eventually get back to the wine cellar. Actually, and getting to the wine cellar, you unearth, like you roll one of the barrels to the side, and that's where you're able to find the secret passageway, which takes you
Hey.
deeper down into down some steps into the dungeon. It's this big like old stoned room. It smells very rank. There's like chains everywhere, butcher's hooks, and there's like a bunch of individual prison cells. Just like all in all, like a bunch of in a row. Like you go down a small hallway and there's just like prison cell after prison cell. What do you do down here?
I want to call that I have a torch in my bag, for starters.
Yep.
Because walking
Yep.
around in the pitch black seems like an invitation to disaster.
Mm-hmm.
And first things first, I'm gonna give all of these little cells a little look. See if there's anything inside them.
When you shine your light in one of the cells, uh, the cell at the very on the left at the end of the hallway, a particularly
Mm-hmm.
big one, you see two things. You see some shining, glittering threads, like that play off of your light, and a tunnel.
Ooh.
You don't have the key, though.
Well, let me take lots either.
What will you do?
I'm thinking. I mean, sure, he was friendly, but I highly doubt if I just asked for it. It's not hanging on the wall outside, is it? Like on a hook?
Oh, no.
No keys anywhere to be found.
Not here.
Not here.
Yes.
Is it worth going and like hunting for it?
Maybe.
Good enough. It's just me in here anyway. I'm gonna go and just have a hunt for the key, and if I can't find it, I'm gonna do something to break the padlock. I don't know. I want in.
So, what are you doing?
I'm gonna go upstairs a little ways, look and see if there is key box on a wall, keys on hooks, like that.
Well, going to the top floor is where all the bedrooms are, so you're gonna have to see where there might be a key, some keys in there somewhere. Whose
Mm-hmm.
room would you want to check?
I think I'll try. This is just gonna laugh. I was safer off just shooting the lock. Try Lord Vane's room first, and then if it's not like within plain sight, I'm not gonna go rummaging.
You see a big ring of skeleton keys on his bedside table.
Is there anyone around?
Nope.
I grab the ring of skeleton keys.
Yeah, you walk in there, creeping very slowly, making sure nobody gets noticed. You
Mm-hmm.
go in there, you start looking at the keys. You notice the same number of the cell number 6.
Excellent.
And make a luck check.
God. This is where I'm glad I've been luck hoarding, you see. Never mind.
Never mind, bad rolls come for us.
Bad rolls come for us all.
You hear a voice
Dear.
coming up. All right, yes, Lord Vane. I'll be changing your bed sheets. Steps are coming. You
Shit.
hear footsteps coming up the stairs.
Is there a closet?
Yes, there's a little cupboard you could hide in. Actually,
I'm gonna hide in the cupboard.
do you take all the keys, or do you just try to take off the one key you need?
He's just in here to change the sheets. I doubt he's gonna notice or care that the whole loop is missing, and fiddling with it is gonna waste time. I'm just gonna take the whole thing and hide in the cupboard.
Yep.
Yep.
You hide in there. He starts bringing up these sheets. He's starting to change them. There's like a small creak you make, and he goes, Someone there? Hello? It must be nothing. Must be one of Lawrence's pranks again. That boy will be the death of me, I swear. Alright, that's taken care of. Time to go back down. Alright, it's handled. You're free to go.
He's gone?
Yep.
Okay. Just gonna wiggle my way out of there. Go back
Working
to the
your way,
dungeon.
working your way back into the dungeon. Careful to make sure that your key is hidden within your bag.
Yeah.
You arrive down to the dungeon, and you get to the last little padded place. You open you open the door, and you're able to inspect the cell much more closely.
Mm-hmm.
Again, little bits of golden shiny thread seem to be in here, along with the tunnel.
Little bits of thread. Are they like attached to something, or are they just loose on the ground?
They're like loose on the ground. A couple seem to have gotten caught in the tunnel, actually.
Hmm. What happens if I pull on it? Just gently.
You have like a very nice piece of golden thread.
Hmm. Like snagged off of someone's clothes, or
Probably.
hmm. And the tunnel.
Do you want to go down?
Okay, no, real quick. I'd like to do another psychometry on this here cell in the dungeon.
Yep.
That. Yep, just a regular success.
All right.
Mhm.
Give us 1d6 plus 4.
Mhm, mhm. Huh?
Anger, rage, changing. You feel this urge to escape, this need to just dig your way out, to be reunited with your own kind. And a voice says, Clara?
Yeah.
No, that's it. That was everything.
Oh, I thought being cold. Sorry.
No, just a
That's
voice in your
significantly
vision.
weirder. That's weirder. Nothing for it, I guess. I'm gonna. Ooh. Yeah, I'm gonna go down the tunnel.
The tunnel is about, you have to kind of crawl in there at first, but it slowly becomes about human size, so you can like start walking straight up. It's
Oh, that's nice.
long and winding. It's going down deeper into the earth. Eventually, you arrive and you find yourself in one of the caves of on the map of this little mountain.
Oh, cool.
They're big and vast. They've got like you know these like little blue stones in the wall, like little kind of gem-like things. I believe they're called Blue John mineral.
Ah,
Here, let me get you. Ah, yes, that stuff. That stuff. Like little veins of it. Not like this big old thing here, but
oh, cool.
So yeah, there's like just veins of blue.
Very nice.
Apparently, Derbyshire is known for this.
It's news to me.
Yep.
Never been. So this big old cave.
Yep. You can actually see the sun over in the distance.
Oh,
It's not a very long.
that's nice. That helps. Clara's all of a sudden kind of like, okay, so who called me then? Hello?
No response.
I didn't think so. Worth it. So, it's a cave. Cave in the hill. leads to a tunnel, leads to the dungeon, to the castle.
Yep.
From here, what I'm thinking is keep an eye on this bit during the night, see if anything comes in or comes out.
Might be a good idea.
Because you said I could see the hill and the caves from my bedroom window, right?
Yeah, from the church.
From the church window, yeah.
Yeah.
That's good to bear in mind. There's nothing in here. Is there anything in here apart from the pretty rocks?
No, just very pretty
No,
rocks.
just very pretty. I mean, so it wasn't a complete loss. I found some lovely rocks. And a bit of a mystery. A question as opposed to an answer, and that is just the way I like it. But I think I'm going to go back up the way I came before somebody realizes I did this.
Yep. But that.
Yep.
How do you want to return the keys?
Roughly the way I took them, just discreetly but casually, so that if anyone sees me, I can just say, oops, sorry, I got turned around.
Another luck check.
No luck check, we die like men.
No. Just another luck check. I gotta see.
I thought you said no luck check. I was like, oh,
No,
he's throwing me to the
another luck
wolves.
check.
Oh,
Another.
another. Okay, thank you, dear. La la la. I pass. Just, gosh, that was almost bad. I was prepared to go back in the
Nobody's
cupboard.
coming. You're good.
Whew.
Eventually, you wrap up looking around the house. Lord Arthur, says, thank you for visiting, and again, if you're still in town, feel free to come by at some other point.
Thank you. I just take you up on that invitation. It's a lovely, lovely, lovely place you have here.
Lawrence and Eloise, kind of like, respectfully, wave you goodbye. Lewis, Lawrence, still dressed with his like little cap and his hat, and like Eloise, still dressed in that sparkly thing she's wearing. As you go down the mountain. What now?
What
Wait till
now,
sunset?
indeed?
Wait till sunset? Talk to the guy with the shotgun? Find the constable? Go into the graveyard?
So many! Oh, yeah, before I leave that particular story lit behind for the time being, I'm going to go to the graveyard.
Yeah, you go off to see, the mausoleum to the Vane family. You see a bunch of Vanes past. You eventually land on someone who might be who you're looking for, since they died in like 1919.
Mm-hmm.
What is it? Lauren Vane. Well, beloved mother, and another tragic loss of the Spanish flu.
Checks out to what he says.
Are you going to desecrate this grave?
Desecrate this grave? No, I'm just going to perform psychometry on it. Good lord.
Okay, good. I was curious if you're gonna like actually go in there and dig up and go open the mausoleum like a man, but all right.
Nash, what do you think I am? We do that afterwards.
Okay.
Only if we have to.
Yep.
And I'm really low on magic points, so we're about to find out what happens when you run out.
You should about have 2 of them back though, because it's been about 2 hours, I'd say.
Okay, but still, there's a non-zero chance I may go below 0.
Oh, then we just start deducting from sanity instead.
Meh, I can live with that. I'm half crazy anyways. Okay, boop. That is a ordinary pass. Kind of boring,
1d6.
but hey.
1d6 plus 4.
It's 4. Aye. Yeah.
So you take whatever magic points you still need to spend, and you either deduce 1 sanity for each or 1 hit point for each.
That's
Craig,
only
you
5.
bastard.
Craig, no! Do we still have Georg? Is he still here?
Yeah, he's still here.
Whew. It's 5. It's 6 or more for a bout of madness, right?
5 or more for a bout of madness.
Fuck. Okay, hit points it is.
You can divide it amongst the two however you feel.
Nah, just all hit points. It's all good.
Okay.
All 5. Ouch, ouch.
As you're in here, you're really pushing yourself to the limit of what you can do, but you feel this room and you just think of. You don't hear either Arthur or Lawrence or Eloise here. All you hear is this. Eh. Oh, one hell of a funeral, eh? And those rich bastards sure know how to pay for these things. So what do you suppose is going on here anyway? I mean, this seems particularly kind of weird. I don't think this was influenza. Nah, no way it was influenza. I mean, look at that. Her hair on her arms. Yeah, it's hair on her arms, all right. Oh, jeez. What an ugly woman, eh? Yeah. Anyway, let's go get pissed, yeah. The two grave diggers apparently leave the scene after that. The only other thing you hear is that same voice earlier going, food.
Okay, first time it said my name and now it said food. Don't eat me. Okay, okay, tinfoil hat theory time. She's still alive, and we're communicating telepathically. There's no way I can talk back, is there?
No,
There isn't.
there is not.
That would be fun. Hmm. Maybe I should. No, that's silly. I'm not gonna do that. Maybe I should leave food in the cave. I don't know. Doesn't sound like to me, and also to Clara because she's a bubblehead. This doesn't sound hostile of a thing, and I don't think it's one of these Hound of Time thingies either. Sounds different. Hmm. I don't like it when you go like that. It always makes me think I'm wrong.
You're close. That's all I'll say.
Lovely. Good enough. Okay, so on the agenda, keep poking things and hope I can actually strike up a dialogue with the voices.
Do you want to just go rest for a bit though before the hunt? Because God, who knows when you might need your magic points again.
Yeah, I'm gonna go take a nap.
You get about 5 hours in, so you can get about 5 of your magic points back.
Good enough.
And that's when you also get 1 hit point back. You don't get the full 2.
That's yeah. No big deal. I'm not planning on getting hit.
Night is starting to fall very shortly. You can see out of from the church, one villagers are starting to round up, getting ready for the search. And the sun is setting sun is setting over the whole place. Long shadows are being cast over the graveyards. The castle continues to have its long shadow be continue to bowed over into the next village over. What do you do?
I'm gonna get myself ready to join this pack, whether they want me to or not.
Yeah, yeah. You get your gun
Yeah.
and you're ready to go on the search.
Mm-hmm.
Are you just gonna like how do you plan to join in? Are they gonna start and you're just gonna hop in?
That's kind of what it sounds like to me. They're gonna get going. I'm just gonna kind of hop in at the back, and by the time they're far enough away, I'll be well integrated, and there won't be a thing they can do to stop me. Yeah, just walk like I belong, and see what happens. Fake some confidence.
Give me just give me an appearance check.
An appearance check.
An odd stat for me to call for, but I'm gonna call for appearance.
Is it gonna be? Oh, she's cute. She can come along.
No, it's just gonna more be about how you carry yourself.
Oh man, come on! Crippling lack of social skills. Don't fail me now. Nah, I have a 63 in appearance.
And that does the trick.
The
If your
failing does the
appearance
trick.
was yeah, failing it does the trick.
Oh, I look rough and ready.
Exactly.
I see. Nice.
Because they
Also,
don't think of you as because you're holding the revolver right, and like Chester's like, wow, you've roughed yourself up for this. Okay.
please,
Okay.
I'm always rough.
All right. Start marching. We can't go too far on the Vane property because they don't want us, like scaring their dinner guests or whatever. We can go up the hill partially.
Reasonable.
Make me a spot hidden check.
Uh-huh. Pass.
And
Just
make me
barely.
and then a listen check.
Okay. Pass on hard.
You look overhead and you see not one, but two creatures. It's kind of hard to make out. The shadows make it a bit rough to kind of see what they are. We see these like two creatures that look oddly familiar. One glances and looks back at you, and then it's going into the cave you exited earlier, and it just says very faintly, so only you can hear it. Follow.
Okay. Gotta ditch these weirdos. No one. I'm not really in a like a cluster with anybody, right? I'm kind of just
No, yeah, yeah.
there.
They're slowly spreading apart.
Ah, cool. So I'm just gonna casually amble my way across on the pretense that I'm going to scout ahead.
Yeah. You go and scout ahead. You
Mm-hmm.
go up to the cave.
Mm-hmm.
You walk in. It's darker now. You have your flashlight out.
Yep.
You're just trying to see just where did they go? You begin to look around more, and then you see it. This creature with cloven hooves and furrier body and pointy ears and wait, white, balding, thinning hair. Uncle Douglas?
Oh,
Clara, you got my message. Oh, good.
hello. You are not at all who I expected to see.
Forgive me, the voice changes as the transformation continues.
No, it's not
How
that.
have you
I'm
been?
looking for a wolf. Not a
What?
ghoul. Yeah.
No. Oh, okay, okay. Well, we're going to rescue the ghoul that's trapped in this castle.
There's a ghoul trapped in the What? Where? Hang on. Uncle Douglas, are you guys
Yeah?
telepathic?
Oh, yeah, we can kind of pick up on your psychometry talent. Runs in the family. You're doing good with it.
Oh, thank you, thank you. It does run in the family, actually. I've just found that out. Um, yeah, Grandpa Rook
Yeah.
it with a fruitcake.
Oh, yeah. Fun discussions with Grandpa.
So there's a ghoul.
Oh, yeah. We've heard its cries this morning. We just finished digging our tunnel all the way to here in the graveyard, and that's when we heard its cry.
Huh. Do you need a hand?
Oh, yes, absolutely. Do you know any way to get in here? We were following this cave. We were thinking we were going to have to dig.
No digging. It's okay. There's a key.
Perfect.
Sneak back in and get it. But hey, I survived last time. Hid in a cupboard and everything. Great.
Perfect. Uh, we'll just start heading up this tunnel here, and we'll meet you on the other side.
Yeah. If I don't come back, they caught me and you're gonna have to chew the door off its hinges or something.
You got it.
But we'll think of something. Okay, I'll see you in a minute. I know I've got to bullshit my way back into the castle, Nash. They got
You
dinner
go.
guests. Didn't really want.
You go back up to the top. You
Mm-hmm.
knock on the door, and no one answers.
They're probably all inside, like inside, whining and dining.
Do you want to try opening the door?
Yes.
It is suspiciously unlocked.
Ah, buggeration. There's been probably a series of murders. Just going by our track record with unlocked doors.
You walk into the manor. The lights are off. Your flashlight, the only thing lighting the way. You go into the dining room, and there's no one there.
Oh, that's weird.
You head
Any
up.
sign of a dinner party at all?
No, there was no dinner party.
Ah, he was. Okay. I just need this key.
You go up the stairs. You head into the bedroom. You creak open the door. And the keys aren't on the bedside table where you took them last time.
Shh. He's down in the dungeon. Something. Ain't he?
Shrug.
Well, I'm in it up to my ears now. Let's go down there anyway. And plan B, shoot the lock off the door with my gun.
You creep down and get to the secret passageway. You roll the wine barrel to the side, and you hear, "Calm down, Lawrence. It's just happening. It's happening sooner than usual. Just calm down. It's fine. We're gonna keep her in a different dungeon. She won't hurt anyone. That's what you said about Mother. And it's fine. It's going to be okay. It's not even a full moon yet. It's closer to... And she's turning now?"
Oh.
And as you walk in there, you hear them, and you just hear... But it's a language you recognize. It's ghoulish.
Oh. Oh, this is my wheelhouse. Hooray.
And you just hear the voice of Eloise. And she's just saying, let me with my own kind. Let me go. And that's when you turn the corner. You see them having locked the dungeon. and you see Eloise for what she's turning into.
Oh.
Arthur panics and just like is fumbling for a gun and going, "Who? Miss Manning? It's not what it looks like."
I know, it's okay. I know what it is.
Wait, what?
Yeah, long story. We haven't really got time for it now, but it's okay. This is all right. This is fine.
Uh, then what is affecting our family?
Uh, Never seen it manifest quite like this, but she's a ghoul, sir.
A ghoul.
A ghoul.
What the hell does that even mean?
Right. Yeah. Uh, okay, crash course. They're not human, obviously, but at least in my humble experience, they are not exactly hostile. They just kind of like to be left to their own device.
Lawrence kind of goes,
Very.
What do they do?
They tunnel and dig and
And Uncle
and
Douglas eventually pipes up as he's mentioning in from the tunnels. He speaks a very broken English. And eat corpses. That's the other thing.
God damn it, Uncle Douglas. I was gonna break that gently, but all right.
Whoa, wait. Uncle Douglas, what is going on here?
Okay, okay. It's this man, Ghoul, is my uncle. He wasn't always like this.
I opted to read more books.
Yeah, it was a choice, not a curse or anything. But from what I can loosely gather, this is gonna sound really blunt, but let's face it, this whole situation's gone a bit sideways anyway. Did this happen to your wife?
How did she? Yes, Lawrence just says it.
It did.
We had to put her down.
Why? Why put her down?
She was hurting people. She needed food. We didn't know that like she just needed to, as you put it, she needed deceased people to eat. Douglas Swans. Starving. If we knew it, we just wanted her to stop. Ever since last November, she had been slowly transforming, and every full moon it had been getting worse. We thought it was just. Arthur just doesn't know what to do. Just kind of shaking there.
Okay, I want to make a ghoul check and talk to Eloise and see how she's doing.
Yep.
This is really gonna freak them out. Hard success.
You start speaking like, and she starts to respond with things like, I she talks about how like, well, what do you want to ask her? What do you want to ask?
Start with how did this begin for you?
Just one night on a full moon, I started changing. Got hairier.
Hmm,
Back at the
weird.
nays.
You weren't bitten by anything?
Mm, I went to Mom's grave a lot.
Ah. No, it's all right. I understand that.
Douglas goes,
More
yep, sounds about right.
the more time you spend around ghouls, it spreads a bit.
Ah,
Mm-hmm.
and it running in Douglas, and it running in the bloodline is not helping.
Yeah, no. So, Eloise, what do you want to do?
Be with them. Gestures towards Douglas and this other nameless ghoul who is accompanying him.
I'm gonna translate that for the sake of Arthur and Lawrence, who I assume don't speak ghoul.
Lawrence understands. As her brother, he completely goes, I get it. I don't like it, but I get it. And he wants this for her. Arthur needs convincing. He is very much in the realm of, I do not want this. This is my daughter. Why should I set her to be free with these beasts? Uncle
Well,
Douglas
sir,
snarls a bit at that remark.
Uncle Douglas, it's fine. They're not okay. Clear the air. They're not beasts. They're ghouls. Just get it right. But anyway, here's the thing, sir. If I can be frank with you, it's pretty obvious the way you've been doing things thus far has. You might think you're helping, trying to keep this repressed. You're not helping. And sooner or later, guess what? She's gonna go full ghoul. Keeping her locked in this dungeon for the rest of her life would be cruel. I mean, ghoul or not, she's your child. Would you want to lock her up and leave her here to die?
Persuade with double advantage.
What's a double advantage?
You get to roll thrice.
Sick.
Your argument is very persuasive, but you have to overcome his innate biases.
That was prepared. One of them passed.
That's all you need. And you still get the tick.
That's good. I like that.
And upon thinking about this, clunk, chunk, you're free to go. And he just tries to give this ghoul a hug the best way he can. It's kind of
Aw.
weird, given the way that it stretches and. But eventually, she goes over to Uncle Douglas, and she goes into the tunnel. Douglas takes a brief moment to speak to you. Might be the last time I see you for real this time. This was a complete surprise to both me and the rest of the ghoul pack.
Me too. I thought I was hunting for hounds. I might still be hunting for hounds for all I know.
No, don't worry. Oh, before I go, something just crossed my mind. I think I should tell you. We were
Yes?
digging around Derbyshire, right? Don't ask how we dug a tunnel from Massachusetts to England. It's a long story.
It's okay. You ghouls and your shenanigans, I completely understand.
Fun fact, the Earth is hollow, it turns out.
What?
Yeah, hollow Earth. But yes, but we were going around in there, and we eventually found dug into a interesting location. There's an abandoned tunnel to that that Henson manufacturing place. I took around and looked through some stuff, and there are some very interesting books in there that I couldn't take with me, but you might want to do some looking into.
That was the place the guy with the shotgun worked at, right?
Yeah.
Is it close by?
Over in Derby proper, so you're gonna have to make an actual trip over there at some point, and I wouldn't go
I can.
alone.
Why not alone?
Put it rather bluntly. It's high security.
But I am alone.
A friend of yours talked to me recently.
Really?
Mr. Voz.
Oh, him. How's he keeping?
Oh, no, he just wanted me to deliver some news for you because he refuses to step place here. Who can blame him?
I can't blame him either. I'm not actually fond of the place myself. What's the message?
Meanwhile, just to the outside perspective, you're just going.
Yeah, this must look weird.
Some really gross language. Arthur's just like, what the fuck? But basically, you say at one point, he says to you that it's like that you need to arm yourself with knowledge about that place. That it's more significant than you would think. Regroup and come back later.
Regroup and come back. Okay.
You're doing good.
Sure, I can. I hope so. I
I'm
really
proud
do.
of you, by the way.
Really?
Yeah. You're doing the family lineage proud. Though. More proud than me.
No, you're not doing too bad yourself. I mean, I don't think anybody else in, Manning, Kimball history ever became a ghoul before.
Just keep an eye on your. Just keep an eye on that Jack fellow, would you? I heard of rumors in the grapevines about this, and I swear he tried to offer your house at one point as a place to stay for some friends of his.
That rat bastard. Oh, thank you for telling me. I'm gonna have a strong word with him when I next get hold of him.
Anyway, I'll be going now. We'll make sure she's all right.
Mm. Good luck, Eloise. Have fun being a ghoul. I hear it's quite pleasant, actually.
Meh. She's and she waves goodbye and goes to join off Uncle Douglas deeper into the caves. How do you spend the rest of your time here in Lesser Edale?
Phew. In the aim of arming myself with knowledge, I want to track down the guy with the shotgun and ask him about his job.
Oh yeah, you go for another night at the pub gathering information.
Yay!
Oh yeah. Oh, so you got rid of the wolf, right? Can't believe you killed it in a cave. Wow, what an amazing tale. Anywho,
Where are these spurious claims coming from?
I'm going to assume that you need a cover story because no one's going to believe you when you say the vain daughter was secretly a ghoul this whole time.
No one's gonna believe that, but in the interest of preserving my integrity, I'm just gonna say there are some problems that don't necessarily need to be solved with violence.
Huh. Interesting. Animal control?
Sometimes.
Whatever. Yeah, Henson Manufacturing. Look, I just guard there. I don't even know what we're protecting, to be honest. These scientists come in and live in Derby, and then they go in there and do their work, and then they go back, and they basically live in houses right across the street from there. Seem like miserable lives, if you ask me. Never been a fan of university types.
They're not so.
It's a job.
know nothing about the place or what they're doing in there, really.
Yeah.
You ever seen anything strange, unusual?
Once saw these weird, like, golden things come in and come out of there once.
Golden things?
Yeah, weird little parts of doohickeys and whatnot.
Ah,
Clara, do you think you know what he's referring to?
I do think.
Don't say anything.
I'm not gonna say anything. For once, that one didn't fly over my head, you'll be pleased to know.
With that, you spend some time in Lesser Edale, getting to know the people, and honestly, kind of, making some friends while you're here. But
Yay.
as time goes by, eventually you have to get back on the train and head back to London for a bit. You'll be back in probably a little while, at least near Derby again. But you need to make your way to those two starving gnolls and finally catch up with your old friends.